All right, Doja Cat, you gotta shut the up. All right, you have to shut up, man. Off top, there is a shark called the Greenland shark that can live to be 500 years old. Look it up. It's the Greenland shark. The average of them live to 272 years old. Sounds fake, but it's true. Cue the music. Alright guys, before I say anything, I'm gonna go ahead and address the elephant in the room because y'all ain't seen me in like 30 days, alright, since I left Korea. Look, I got a bald head, alright? I was losing hair, so I went on ahead and cut the shit off, alright? Go ahead and get y'all jokes off, let them fly. This is the last video y'all gonna get to do it. So get the jokes off in the comments, alright? What is popping, guys? Your boy Big Bro Dre, and I'm back. But this time, I'm back with something different. This format's different. This is the inaugural episode of the Big Bad Podcast. All right. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, then you guys know I've been thinking about putting a podcast together, but a lot of issues happened and I wasn't able to do it. If you know me, you know that I love podcasts. You guys know that I love listening to podcasts. I listen to music sometimes in the gym, but for the most part, when I'm riding in my car, I listen to podcasts. So this first episode is not scripted. It's just an introduction to people that don't know my channel, or haven't seen my channel, and just to kind of get the ball rolling on the podcast. So first off, you don't know, if you're first time at my channel, Andre Kennedy, Big Bro Dre is my YouTube name. I'm a military service member, been in the Army for 18 years, it'll be 19 in a couple months. So a lot of my experiences come from that aspect. So some of my views and takes are going to be taken straight from the aspect of being in the military for so long and seeing stuff from that side of the world. The actual purpose of my channel was to promote military service and to assist people in joining the warrant officer program. I'm a United States warrant officer, have been for 5 years. So I'll get into that a little later at a different time on a different podcast. The purpose of this podcast and my channel as a whole is to promote military lifestyle, as it's not the worst lifestyle you can have. All right, I'll go over some other things like lifestyle positivity, or talk about different stuff of pop culture narratives, and give you guys my side and how I see things in a different way. You got to give me some time with this audio stuff because I'm just setting up a new mic. I set up some new lighting and different stuff. Matter of fact, I don't even think I turned on my other light. Hold up. There we go. Back in it. So yeah, I'm going to take some time to try to get my the exact shit. I might not need this light.
3 hours later.
I gotta thank the ones that have been supporting me through tough times. I haven't recorded or dropped anything in about 35 days because I just left Korea and I had a whole lot of stuff I had to take care of before I got settled in here in sunny, beautiful Fort Carson, Colorado. So now I'm back on the scene and I want to start a podcast. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This podcast has no structure right now. All right, this is the inaugural episode, and I'm just trying to get around and trying to get my lighting straight, get the mic straight, see if I want guests or not, and I think I do. But with that said, I gotta even set that up. So if y'all know somebody who want to be on the podcast, tell them to hit me up, send me an email, and then we'll set it up. But the purpose of this podcast and this channel going forward is going to be to talk about military lifestyle, promote it, obviously, because I like what I do. I actually love what I do. Talk about pop culture, some sports, just stuff I like to do because I actually enjoy doing YouTube. But in order for me to shoot it and be successful, I have to enjoy what I'm doing at the time. When I don't have the purpose or motivation to do it, I just don't want to do it. And I believe y'all could tell when I don't want to do a YouTube video. I actually got a couple emails about that recently, about a month ago. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me. since this is the first episode, I don't have that many topics, but I'm gonna jump into the big one that everybody's been talking about as military-wide anyway. And it's the thing with this gentleman. His name, I think, is Travis Knight. Let me check that. Let me check that and make sure I'm right. Got my little laptop and all that set up. So I'm gonna be outside like DJ Academics. Let me check and see if this dude's name is Travis Knight. I think that's his damn name. If that is this young man's name, he's an idiot. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what's going on in his life, or what have you. I don't know what the hell is going on with him. But this is the kid, the young man that went from the young man that was stationed in South Korea, where I was at. He was supposed to be going home, got in some trouble or some shit like that or whatever. I seen this kid before. I've seen him before. So his face is pretty noticeable. He got one of those, like, he looked kind of like Gumby a little bit. Like, he got like a long jawline and like yeah, I can't really explain it, but yeah. So this gentleman, this young man, he went to the North Korea, South Korea border, right? On a tour. He snuck on the tour. I don't know how the hell that happened, because he was getting escorted from South Korea to the airport. How the hell he didn't end up at the airport, it baffles the shit out of me, because they monitor everything you do. Like, you can't just get up and go to Thailand or go to Malaysia or go to China just off a whim when you want. It just don't happen like that. So I don't know how the hell this young man ended up at the border. Well, what have you, I digress. He ended up at the border, and during the tour, he just boated across to the North Korean border. Now, for people who don't know anything about the relationship that the United States have with North Korea, it's not a good one, okay? What made him do that, we not gonna know, because there's not a whole lot of news coming out about it. I seen a couple news stories about it, and they're not gonna put everything in the media. And anything that I do know, if it's Operation Security, y'all know I ain't gonna talk about it. But what I can say is, whatever he's going through over there ain't worse than whatever trouble he was in the army. Whatever trouble he was in, he could have surpassed that. Unless he killed somebody important, he could have got through that. So I don't know what the hell. Literally, I was at work, I just in process Colorado Springs, and I was at work, and I had a conversation with somebody about this whole situation, and they were trying to say that it's the same situation as the Brittany Griner thing, where she went over into Russia and she was playing basketball and she had the weed vape, and she got arrested, and they was gonna give her 9 years or some shit for the weed vape. After eventually she only did like 9 or 10 months or something like that, almost a year, and then they let her come back to the United States. I'm gonna tell you right now, me just being of sound judgment and being a military thinker, ain't no way I would have negotiated nobody to get Brittany Griner back. That's number one. I would have done it. I'm not gonna talk about the people who did it, because they had their reasons for why they did it. But I would have she would have stayed over there fucking with me. She would have stayed in Russia, because number one, you've been on enough planes to know that certain countries don't allow drugs into them. Now, I will cut her some slack. If she ain't know that, that's a whole different conversation. But I'm going off the mindset that she knew the shit. That's number one. Number two, and why this is not like the Brittany Griner thing is because that young man he knows military laws and military rules. He knew that if he ran to North Korea, they wasn't going to give him back, because they going to be able to use him as like some type of bargaining chip. Although I don't think he know enough about shit to be a bargaining chip. But a lot of people would say that they're going to use him as some type of bargaining chip. I think that's complete bullshit. With that said, all we can do right now is pray for the young man. I hope they don't negotiate nothing crazy that's going to put our national security in danger to get this young man back, because he made a decision. He's 23 years old. At 23 years old, I was a staff sergeant leading soldiers in Iraq in damn Taji or somewhere, Mosul or somewhere. So I know he has the right. He know what he did, and he know the shit was wrong. So I'm not of the mind of release this young man. Go negotiate shit to go get him. Leave his ass where he at. All right. Next topic. So I know y'all saw this. This came across my timeline for YouTube. This situation with the the Doja Cat situation, where my daughter asked me about it too early, and I was like, all right, I like Doja Cat. I think her music is kind of dope. The issue is that Doja, she has a lot of fans, and I guess the fans were being fans, I guess, stands, if you, or what would you call them, stands or whatever. And Doja said, I'm going to read exactly what Doja Cat said, man. And maybe I should do these podcasts in the stream. Y'all let me know in the comments if it'd be better for us to do it in the stream. And then I can show you guys the fucking, I can answer your questions during the stream, all right? And this is a forward-facing condenser mic, so if the sound go out a little bit, it's because I'm leaning to the right. So I'm going to read exactly what Doja Cat's comments are to her fans. Shit was funny to me, I ain't going to lie. Some of these fans be wilding. So yeah. Let me see what they said about Doja, man. What did Doja say? Because I heard about it. Somebody was talking about it at work. And yeah, I like her music, so I ain't going to just stop listening to her music because, shit, I'm a fan of her, but I guess I'm not a crazy fan like these jokers. Let me see. What did she say? Oh, man. Reported to the rapper has blocked the social platform. Okay. So this is what's going on with Doja Cat. The rapper, why they calling her a rapper? Is Doja Cat a rapper? Y'all put that in the comments and let me know if that's a thing. Cause I don't think she's a rapper. I heard her singing, like she don't rap to me. Maybe that Macau shit she was rapping on that. She rap a little bit, but I wouldn't call her a rapper. She not no damn Nicki Minaj or no Glorilla. The rapper has recently come under fire for a rumored relationship with Jay Cyrus, a popular online streamer who has been accused, and I'm getting ads all on this Rolling Stone, this damn Rolling Stone interview. So they want me to buy it. Fam, I'm not buying no Rolling Stone. Y'all are crazy. But it goes as, let me see, Cyrus did not immediately reply to a request for comment. He has been accused of alleged grooming and sexual misconduct of multiple women. What that got to do with Doja Cat? Because she date him? She might believe that he ain't did the shit. And when people say accused of stuff like that, I got to put a context behind that because it's a lot of people that's accused of shit that's innocent that's locked up. But if he did it, he's a scumbag human being. But if he didn't do it and he's been accused of it, I hate the fact that in the United States we are guilty until proven innocent. It's not the other way around like it's supposed to be or how the Constitution intended the shit. So, let me see. Before disabling her comment section in Instagram, Doja Cat replied to a fan stating that people were beginning to understand her in light of her comments and controversies, writing, "I don't give a F what you think about my personal life. I never have and never will. Goodbye and good riddance, miserable hoes." Okay. I didn't know Doja Cat said all of that. She called her fans miserable hoes. All right. Doja Cat, you got to shut the fuck up. All right. You have to shut up, man. You got to. Doja Cat, you got to be quiet. Because those people going out here, going to your concerts, buying your music and shit, and it's fire music. But people are going to have an input on your life because you put so much of your life out there. With that said, she does have the right to voice her opinion, but I don't think you should talk to your fans like that because these are the people who support you. These are the people on social platforms that put you in the places that where you are. Without these fans, you wouldn't have none of the shit that you have. Doja Cat did grind from that. She worked hard. I don't know if y'all remember this, but she had that "Bitch I'm a Cat" song, and it was like some weird song. "Bitch I'm a Dog," "Bitch I'm a Cow" was the name of the song, and it was like a weird song about cows and stuff like that. And it was like crazy, but it kind of gave her some attention. And then we got to find out that she was a real good artist in the process. and not just that showing of her artistry. She is actually a really talented artist. But yeah, Doja Cat, you gotta chill with that. And this probably would be one of them times where a guest would be great, so they could chime in and tell me I'm bugging. But right now it's just me. It's Big Bad Podcast, Big Bro Dre, all by myself, baby. So right now it's just gonna be me. Yeah, Doja gotta chill. I got another email. I got an email from somebody named Breathtaking 101. Great name, by the way. And I didn't write the email down. I read the email, and it was about me being in the military for almost 19 years. And they were asking if it's worth it to stay that long. And I gotta say, and I gotta be honest, because of the retirement, the way the retirement system is set up now with the blended retirement system, I honestly don't think it's worth it to stay 20 years if you came in after 2017. And that's just me being honest. I think everybody should serve, or at least try it out if you're physically and mentally able to do so. But I don't think you should stay to 20 years if you came in after 2017, simply because the way they changed it to the blended retirement system, it's not beneficial for you when you can make more revenue on the outside of the military. That's just my personal opinion, Breathtaking 101. You can comment or send me an email and ask more detailed questions, because your email was actually pretty short. But what I can say is that if they change the retirement system back to what it used to be, then I would say stay for the time. But I don't think they're gonna do that shit, because it's saving the government like hella money with people just not retiring, or people just not staying till 20. Like it'll save them so much money if they just kick people out at 19 and then let people retire, because they get all the juice out of them and we won't get none of the squeeze to the soldiers. So that's a good question though, Breathtaking 101. I also got a question about the Russia-Ukraine war. And it kind of was pretty detailed. Like, it came from a service member, and they were asking if I think that we will ever go to war with Russia based on the Ukraine incident. And the answer to that question is, it's not a resounding no, but it is a no, because I just don't think that the political climate is going to allow us to get involved in something like that without a precursor to it. Like, say a 9/11, God forbid. Something like that happens, then maybe we'll get into that. But I don't see that happening no time within the next 5 or 6 years. There are still units deploying that way, and you can watch the news. This is not nothing that I'm getting from no intelligence or something that I know. This is just stuff I'm seeing from the news. I wouldn't put anything on this channel that you can't find on the news on your own, just because I care about national security. And I want to make sure that the people that work with me are safe, and that nothing happens to them because some shit I said on the internet. All right. But yeah, I don't think we never going to go to war with them. And if we did, we going to win. So bottom line, it's just confidence. We're going to beat them. It ain't going to be flawless victory like some Mortal Kombat shit, but we going to beat them up pretty bad, man. They're not really messing with us. So that's a good question too. And that question came from Anderson Mallory. I think Mallory is your first name. Anderson is your last name. Thank you for that, Mallory Anderson. I appreciate that question. The next one I got is, what things bother you about being in the military? What things that bother you when you go to military posts that you don't see in the civilian world? Though I actually had some time to think about this shit, because I saw this comment like 2 weeks ago. I saw this email 2 weeks ago, and I returned it to them, and they told me to just talk about it on my next video. So I said I would, and just so happened to be the first episode of my wonderful your new favorite podcast. All right, so the things that bother me about coming on posts and dealing with military stuff. The number one thing I hate is the crosswalk entitlement. This might not seem like shit to you guys, but I hate when people walk across the street and there's no crosswalk there and they take their time. Like, you can't do that shit like out for military posts. People will run you over. But people do that a lot here. I don't know why. They take their time. They don't get across the street like in an expedient manner. I've noticed that. The other thing that I don't like is, so during PT hours, you have to wear PT uniform. I don't understand that rule at all. Maybe it's to get people to perform physical training. You can't, like, to maintain order and discipline. But the same way I would talk to you in my PT uniform is the same way that I would talk to you in my civilian clothes, because it's a respect thing. Like, I'm going to treat a man like a man and a woman like a woman, and I'm going to respect people. I'm not going to talk to you based on because you're in a uniform. And shit don't matter. So I hate that about military stuff. It's something else I thought about that I don't like, and I can't remember what it was, but I'll probably talk about it in the next episode. This was gonna be pretty short because I gotta go to work in 15 minutes, matter of fact. So I'm gonna cut this one short and probably edit it later and probably put it out tonight or tomorrow, which should be the weekend. So if you stay with me this long, just know the next podcast is gonna be way better. This is just the first inaugural episode to kind of get the ball rolling, so I can kind of see what I need to fix, what I need to change. Y'all been sticking with me this long, so please continue to stick with your boy, man. I'm going to make this thing something special for all of us. Secret Society, all we got is us. I'm going to make this thing something where you guys have an avenue where you can voice your opinions. I'm going to try to get call-ins. I'm going to try to get you guys on streaming so y'all can ask your questions during the stream. We're going to set it up. It's going to be our thing, okay? There's not many podcasts that cater to my type of military person. Like I said, you got your David Goggins, you got your Jockos, you got other people, but it's not something that caters to what we do every day, and essentially we normal people that don't do a normal job. So it's nothing that caters to that. Like, everybody ain't jumping out shooting people in the face. I do regular stuff every day, and that's what it is. So if you stuck with me this long, I appreciate you. To all my new subscribers, you guys can look forward to weekly content. I'm gonna jump back in this thing like I was supposed to. Had to shed a lot of stuff. I had a lot of stuff that was going on in my life that I had to let go. I lost some really good relationships with people. I lost some bad ones that I shouldn't have had in the first place. But I lost a lot of good ones too. And it set me back a while. I'll be honest with you guys. But going forward, we gonna make sure that we make this podcast something for us. All right. So if that's been all, I see you guys in the next episode of the Big Bad Podcast. Peace.